She is Imelda Cervantes.
Ako po si Imelda Cervantes ng Isabel, isang member ng Minoro Isabel Agrarian for Beneficiaries o RB. Sa akong ina na may anim na anak, mga lalaki sa isang babae.
Minoro Isabel Agrarian Reform Beneficiaries Association, or MIARBA, is a social enterprise composed of farmers who were recipients of the Comprehensive Agrarian Reform, or CARP, of the government. This is the story of Imelda and MIARBA during the COVID-19 lockdowns. From conditions of hunger and powerlessness, amidst the sugar crisis in Negros Occidental in the 1980s, 80 sugar workers were given the opportunity to finally pursue a brighter future. Now, MIARBA owns and manages around 70 hectares of sugarcane land under a communal farming system.
Noong 2004, nag-legal register kami ng aming asosasyon sa Diversification. Every 2 years, nag-elect kami ng mga officers. So, yung lupa namin na pinataniman ng tubo ay halos mga 56 hectares at may mga iba kami mga diversification project tulad ng mga fruit trees, mga mangga, rambutan, at may mga gulayan man kami.
In 2001, MIARBA partnered with Alter Trade Foundation Incorporated to help them in development and management of their own social enterprise. They saw the value of diversified farming. Instead of just planting sugarcane, they added rice, sweet potato, fruits, and common vegetables. They even raised native chickens and pigs for meat.
Wala na kami nag-loan sa ay kasi kapon ang support ay sa amon, sa technical, sa agricultural, sa paggawa ng mga FS, sa mga training, kung ano man mga training na STI, sila sa amon sa gapon, sila nag-support.
Alter Trade Foundation works as an organization that assisted 16 agrarian reform beneficiary organizations and cooperatives in Negros Occidental. They were able to move more than 90% of the agrarian reform beneficiaries out of poverty. Since most marginalized Negrense are sugarcane workers and agrarian reform beneficiaries, they used 3 programs to uplift the lives of agrarian reform beneficiaries. Holistic and organizational empowerment deals with strengthening of the organization and linkages with different agencies. Sustainable Production and Area Development Enterprise focuses on the agricultural technologies and product enterprise development. Lastly, Credit Access and Savings Program provides soft loans, training, savings resource build-up among partner social enterprise.
We were organized in 1997, and way back during the time of the implementation of land reform in Negros, and we worked for the upliftment of the rural poor in Negros Island. Most of them were the sugarcane farm workers from the early 90s, and the Negros farm workers became beneficiaries of agrarian reform, and then they became the new owners of the lands that they and their ancestors tilled for centuries.
Alta Trade is also a partner of Negros Organic Fair Trade Association, or NOFTA. It is a federation 13-member organization of agrarian reform beneficiaries.
Ang NOFTA isang grupo ng mga agrarian reform beneficiaries. At ang layunin niya, mga agraryo, dapat na maging develop na isang agrarian reform beneficiaries na sumisecure lang siya ng mga pagkain, produce ng pagkain at food process para mabigyan ang mga pagkain yung komunidad hanggang sa probensya.
They partnered with other social enterprises, including cooperatives. MIARBA, a member of NAFTA, explored other self-sustaining and progressive social enterprise efforts by engaging with fair trade networks. Alter Trade Foundation Incorporated receives fair trade premiums which they use to set up community development projects that benefits the community around them. Their efforts for a self-sustaining and progressive social enterprise paid off, as MIARBA was able to earn as much as 7 million pesos gross income per year. They did not just uplift the lives of the 80 farmers. They also managed to help the community around them by providing livelihood and employment.
Net income, ginagawa namin ng sharing scheme. Itong crop year, nakadividend kami ng 29,000 bawat luha holder. Each luha holder nakatanggap ng 29,000. At saka yung labor incentive na 10% from the net, parang 200 workers, members, and non-members yung nakatanggap ng labor incentive.
Before MIARBA was established, women were stuck at home doing household chores. They were given little power and opportunities, unlike their male counterpart. While those who worked were paid less salary compared to their male counterpart. MIARBA, Alter Trade, and NAFTA created an avenue for women to be empowered. Now, women are not just workers, employees, or staff members. They are also called to lead and manage. Their voices are heard. They have equal access to resources and economic opportunities. Women's economic empowerment led to capacitated women to have greater freedom in engagement with various economic activities. MIARBA is thriving. Then the COVID-19 pandemic happened.
Pero yung isang tinitingnan namin yung impact na nangyari, nagkawa ng supply yung fertilizer. Parang naubos sa merkado. Wala naman kung kami mabighan ng mga fertilizer at saka ibang pa mga farm inputs sa palaya namin. So parang nagpanik yung mga tao at ang mahirap sa transportation kasi kung maglabas ka ng komunidad mo, marami ka pang proseso ng mga papers katulad ng mga travel pass at saka mga question sa boundary. Pero ang isa pa, hindi namin na-prepare. Yung nahirapan kami mag-withdraw ng payroll namin sa aming mga members na nagtrabaho. Ang isa pa doon, yung limitado na mga supply ng mga commodities. Parang nawala yung mga tinapay, mga dilata, mga noodles, at labi yung alcohol at saka face mask nang wala kami.
But Imelda's community-based social enterprise braved this new situation. They also looked for new strategies to assure the sustainability of their social enterprise for the benefit of their members and communities in Negros.
Ngayon na may COVID, kailangan natin yung masustain yung pag-isa sa diversification project. Kasi malay natin, hindi ito matagal sa pangmandalian lang. Yung isang concern ko pa sa government na sana matingnan niya yung agricultural mga farmers.
Serving the community is still a top priority amid the pandemic. Through Negros Organic Fair Trade Association or NAFTA, they distributed shares equivalent to 30,000 pesos each among Agrarian reform beneficiaries. They also gave labor incentive to members who are non-Agrarian reform beneficiaries. MIARBA, despite the extraordinary challenge caused by the health crisis, continued their operation. They also believe that government support is needed for them to recover and build back better. According to a social enterprise action research conducted by Institute for Social Entrepreneurship in Asia and the Poverty Reduction Coalition through Social Entrepreneurship supported by Oxfam Philippines, Synergy Project Philippines, 3S Southeast Asia, and the Peace and Equity Foundation, the challenge today is to reimagine how social enterprises can sustain serving the marginalized while recovering from the effects of pandemic. MIARBA, NOFTA, and Alter Trade Foundation responded in various ways to the drastically changed context brought by the pandemic. Their community-based approaches and systems were significant during the pandemic as they were focused on food security, diversification of crops and income, which made them survive. They have persisted in making sure that the needs of their primary stakeholders, the poverty sectors they serve, come first. If you want to know more about how social enterprises innovated and responded to the pandemic in various ways, you can check the Social Enterprise Action Research by Institute for Social Entrepreneurship in Asia and the Poverty Reduction through Social Entrepreneurship supported by Oxfam Philippines, Synergy Project Philippines, 3S Southeast Asia, and the Peace and Equity Foundation.